Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now look, I thought I wasn't going to have to talk about this anymore today. I thought it was going to be a wrap. I thought we were going to get back to the regular content. We were going to have to talk about this Xbox thing until they make their formal announcement next week. It looks like it might be a Monday. I don't know. That's generally when they do stuff like this. I'm curious if it's going to be like a live stream or it's going to be just like an Xbox wire. I don't know. Maybe some people already know. I know that there were certain videos that's sent to the press with events like this. Maybe some people already have the information and we're just waiting for the logistics of things and see how things are going to roll. But, I woke up this morning and I'm looking on Twitter and I see a post from Tim Dog. Yes, I know. Tim Dog's very active on Twitter. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. And he said something about Xbox being rebranded to Microsoft Game Pass or Microsoft Gaming, something to that accord. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, that's interesting. So I keep looking and then I see something from GameStop. And they actually posted this picture here. And they said, join us 210 for Xbox Demo Day. Now, keep in mind, Xbox is still there. Come play the new Xbox games on the Xbox Series X and X. Plus, explore the benefits of Microsoft Game Pass. So that's interesting that they've named it Microsoft Game Pass in here because I don't think they've ever used that verbiage whatsoever going into this. So I did a little research and this is actually like relatively new. Like the people at GameStop, because I call my local GameStop and ask questions, and they told me that they just got this info not too long ago. Some of them got it Monday. Probably the companies that are actually participating in this probably got it a little bit longer ago because they have to actually prepare for it with posters. I'm sure they're having a lot of more chaoses being put together for this. It's probably going to be in like highly trafficked areas as well. But what's interesting about this like Microsoft Game Pass thing is I'm looking at this like, are they ditching the Xbox brand? I never thought that was a possibility. And another thing you look at this is, are they doing this multi-plat stuff because they're putting Game Pass on Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch? Because if you look at it, like, why would you switch it to Microsoft Game Pass? There's a couple of reasons for that. One, you feel the Xbox brand has been hit too much and you want to rebrand. But I don't think Microsoft is much better. Put in the comment section below, do you guys think if they do this and they name Xbox to like Microsoft Gaming or something like that, or maybe they keep the Xbox brand but they name the division it's in instead of being like gaming or whatever, it's called Microsoft Gaming. I don't know. Maybe they rename the box too. What I'm kind of curious if they're going to have Microsoft in the actual name. I think it doesn't make sense to rename the box. It makes more sense to rename the service. Why would you do that? Like I said, either A, you think the brands took too much a hit. Possibility. We all know Xbox has been a punching bag for a while. We all know that brand has definitely took a beating. Maybe it is better in the logistic things to not name it Xbox Game Pass anymore, which is interesting because to me, they cut off the Xbox a long time ago. They name it PC Gaming. I think on Xbox it's just really referred to as just Game Pass. It's not really has the Xbox thing. Now, maybe we still say it because we've been in this industry long enough and we've been covering it long enough, but I don't think it's promoted anymore as Xbox Game Pass. I think it's always promoted as Game Pass. So it's interesting that they're deeming this Microsoft Game Pass. Kind of makes me think when you look at the Microsoft Game Pass thing, what are they doing? Like, they might be making some significant changes over there. And I'm curious if they're doing this because they're trying to get this on PlayStation and they don't even want that Xbox logo anywhere near it. So they're renaming it to Microsoft Game Pass because that is one of the conditions that like a PlayStation or a Nintendo would have to get that service on your platform. Man, the crazy stuff that's happened a couple days. Xbox might be going multi-plat. Looks like maybe there's a potential that they're doing a rebranding. I'm kind of curious what the rebranding would mean. Like I said, I don't know if it's just the division they're in, if it's just Game Pass, maybe some of the services, or it's just everything. We get a new Xbox name. This is the most intense thing I've ever seen. Now, if they don't change the Xbox name now, I don't think they would. They would probably change it for next gen if they have a next gen. You know, they're making some drastic changes. Who knows? They don't just don't make another change and say, you know, we done with this. We done with this. I don't think that's the case. I do think they're gonna have another generation now. How far they're gonna support in that generation, I think it's just determines on variables that we don't know. You know, next week's gonna show a lot of stuff. I think that a lot of the community, especially the Xbox community, we just want answers. You know, you can't expect people to keep investing into a brand when we don't even know the brand. You know, are you going to even keep an Xbox? Because that shoots up red flags. Red flags all over the place. You get a red flag. You get a red flag. Everyone gets red flags. That shoots a lot of what's going on. You know, and when you're investing hundreds and hundreds of dollars, sometimes thousands, you're going to want to know that you're going to be able to access these games in the foreseeable future. You know, we're no longer in a scenario where if you just want to sell your Xbox because they're getting out of the market, you just sell it and sell your physical games to like a GameStop or maybe on Facebook Marketplace or on eBay, and you're fine. Most of the stuff is digital. You know, Xbox, PlayStation, and in some ways Nintendo, not as much, but they've been pushing a digital future on us for a while now, especially Xbox having Hellblade as just a digital only game. Like, how do you come out there and you say Hellblade 2 is only digital, and then you say we're changing all this stuff up so you don't even know? I don't even think they know half the time, man. It's just a lot of question marks. I think a lot of people just want answers. You know, are they rebranding? I don't know. Microsoft clearly ain't saying nothing. To me, I feel like they're still in the building talking what's going on. So that's the question everyone has. Like, what's going on? Like, are we going to be playing like the X1 or the M box or the M360? I don't know. You know, why would you name something the Microsoft Game Pass when you have never marketed this service this way? I'm kind of curious, and I think a lot of people in the chat would be curious on that too. But, you know, definitely hit that like button if you guys enjoyed this video. It's, for the most part, all this is just conversation between me and my community. I want to hear you guys' opinion. I read them. I do. Some of you, yesterday's video was crazy, man. Some of you had some crazy stuff to say to me about me just wanting to be more vocal and be more accepted. But anyway, put in the comment section below what you guys feel about this. I'm very curious to hear your guys' opinion. Do you think Xbox is going to have a rebranding? And if they do, what do you want the Xbox to be renamed as if they do rename the console? That's up in the air. There's a lot of stuff they can rebrand in terms of the Xbox ecosystem. I'm kind of curious on what you would want the actual Xbox being renamed if they do that. There's no guarantee. But put in the comment section below. Appreciate all the support you guys give me. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit that like button. You can always sub for weekly content. I'm on Twitter at LordAddictILP, and you can always go over there and follow my streaming channel. It's called Addict Arena. Pretty much going to be streaming Final Fantasy for the foreseeable future. But anyway, without any further ado, it's been a pleasure. Have a good one. Peace.